Hello, welcome to the queue. It is turn 13, July of 42 in Operation Skyfall. It is CCP and Russia. CCP has $4. They'll spend it all on an artillery. We've got one move. The entire force here of 4 infantry, 3 artillery, and 1 mountain will move up. And we will take Shanghai back. Oh, I don't have a marker. I'll grab a marker here later. So that is a walk-on combat. We place our artillery here in Sikang. And next turn, we have $2 coming our way for the railroad. That is pretty much it for their turn. Let's look at the Russia here. For 47, we've got 2 militia upgrades, 7 militia, 4 infantry, 1 airborne, 2 T-34s, and 1 advanced mech. And let's roll for some tech. We've got construction, artillery, jets, and rockets. That's to remind me to convoy. So let's go with rockets first at a 9. Yep. Jets at an 8. Yep. All right, a white and a blue. And white is the artillery. 9, 10. So we get the 2 7s this turn. That makes advanced artillery completed and improved construction to stage 3. All right, so now I've got to adjust my buy here. All right. So we definitely want to place 2 advanced artillery in Novosibirsk instead of these 2 infantry. So that is 8 there. I'm pulling off 6, so I'll pull off a militia. All right. So those go over there for now. All right, so that evens out that. So that also I can buy the Katushkas, though. And these are 5 apiece. So that's a little more difficult. What do I want to? I don't really want to take off my T-34s. Those are exciting. So if we take off 1 infantry and 1 militia, that's $5. So that equals 1 Katushka. Now the question is, do I want to do 1 more? I really do, but I kind of need all those militia this turn. So we'll stand pat on that. I think the Katushka is going into Moscow. All right, so that's our new buy. 2 T-34s, 1 Katushka, 1 advanced mech, 1 infantry, 1 paratrooper, 2 militia upgrades, 5 militia, and then 2 advanced artillery. All right, so that will be it. Let's look at some combats, which we do have some. We have, going in here into Donetsk Kuban, a walk-on. We've got 3 infantry from Tulipetsk, 1 militia, 1 anti-aircraft, and that goes away. It is worth nothing. All right, so the next one, we've got 2 militia coming out of Crimea going into Teridia. We've got a medium bomber, 1, 2, 3. I have a movement of 3 left. That's a rollable. We've got here in Oral Kursk, there's 1 Italian. We've got infantry from Oblakulovsk, from Smolensk, another infantry, a militia, an anti-aircraft gun, 2 fighters, and a tactical. And they'll all have 3 movement left. All right, I should have broken that down. This is 4 infantry here in northern Belarusia, but I'm splitting them up. I'll grab from this dead pile here. This dead pile is what I lost in the last turn, since the last Russian turn with Japan, Italy, and Germany. They killed all these units, took all those territories, and this is all I managed to hit back was a motorized. So those kind of casualties can't go on, or this game's over fast for me. All right, so there is 3 infantry. You know, I really don't want to take that Siberian, but I guess I will. All right. So we take that green chip off, and we'll put the 3 infantry here. And there was 4 total there. So 2 are going into southern Belarusia. 1 is going into Polachia, and 1 is going into Latvia. These are worth nothing, so let's just trade out some markers. All right, southern Belarus is a walk-on. You know, I'll do that all at once when I adjust the income from there. All right, so the last attack here is in Lapland. We've got an airborne coming out of Leningrad, and the fighter comes up 1-2, moving to 3 left. So we'll give that a crack there. And then the air transport will go back to Leningrad. All right, so that is it. I need a spot to roll. I guess we'll roll that guy on Atu. I'm just going to move him because I don't really care that he's there. I'm sure USA does. So let's get the dice. And, oh, yep, that's why I had these convoy dice here. I'm going to convoy again for here, and I'll just do that now. So red dice is the Russian. We get a +2, so there's 3. That's 4 to 1, so we get our 2. So let's move. Nope, that's a 3. $2 more from Russia, or from Germany gets convoyed. All right. So let's get those out of the tray, and let's go to our first rollable combat, which here is in Teridia. We have 2 militia at 1, and we have a medium bomber at a 7. The militia hits. So they will defend with a 4 for the infantry, and they miss. All right. So that German infantry is gone. All right. Well, 2 excess casualties since my last turn. Great. Next up is the Italian infantry in Kursk. I'm just going to roll the planes first. 2 fighters and a tactical. So there's a 5 and a 6. That's 2 hits. The Italian defends at a 4. Oh, it does get a hit. That figures. So we'll lose that militia. Thank you. All right. Last battle. Yeah, walk on is up here in Lapland. We have a 3 for the airborne and a 6 for the fighter. And the German airborne defends at a 2. Woo, that was close. All right, starting over. Now the Russian airborne is at a 2. Fighter is at a 6. There we go. There's our hit. German airborne at a 2. Well, if that had been an infantry, I'd have been hosed. So that is gone, and that is a German marker. So we'll put out... Nope, that's another German marker. We want a Russian marker. All right, so that will be 1. Oh, that's Italy. 2. 2 from Germany. So we'll go up 2, and Germany will go down 2, back over here with the Americans. And then Russia is the other 2 territories, or not Russia, Italy. So they lose 3 total, and Russia will go up 3 for that. So we'll go up to 37. Italy will go down to 12. All right, so that should be that. Let's see where our guys are. Land our plane. This fighter will go back to Leningrad. This fighter will go back to Leningrad. This fighter tactical will go to Smolensk. I've got 6 infantry in western Russia moving into Smolensk. I've got a militia in Stalingrad going to Kolomoskaya. A militia in Saratov going to Stalingrad. All right, those landed. Oh, this bomber will come back 3 to Moscow. All right. What other moves do I have? I got some markers here. We've got a motorized towing an anti-aircraft gun out of Moscow into Leningrad. All right. I got 2 infantry in Leningrad going up to Viipuri, along with 1 infantry from Karelia going over to Viipuri. All right. Let's see. I think I got all I've got over here I can move. Now, all right, so we've got an infantry from Eastern Anatolia coming up to Transcaucasia. I got an infantry from Azerbaijan coming up to Transcaucasia. And I got an infantry from Buryata coming up to Irkutsk, and 2, 4, 5 infantry from Angara going into Novosibirsk. All right, so this is all garbage. What else do I have? I have 2 rail movements from Moscow. 1 motorized and, or no, one more motorized. 1 advanced mech and 1 T-34 will rail from Moscow up to Kola. All right, so then out of Moscow, we're going to take 6 infantry. Well, actually, we're going to take more. What is that? That is 7, 8, 9 infantry into Tula-Petsk. We're going to leave 2 in Moscow because it seems like the right thing to do. 4, 5 advanced mechs will move into Tula-Petsk. 1, 2, 5, 6 T-34s. 1 light armor. 2 motorized. All right, so that leaves in Moscow those forces right now. We're going to take this advanced mech and drive it over. No, we're not. No, I'm looking over at my build. We're going to put that advanced mech here. So that'll be 2, 5, 6 advanced mech, 6 T-34s. So this other light tank will go over to Leningrad. And in Moscow, I guess I don't need a marker for that right now. We'll use that later. Those 4 units are in Moscow. We'll catch those on the recap plus what we build. All right, let's put out our build and get with the program. All right, so in Moscow will be a T-34 and a Katushka. I'm assuming I'm saying that right. Leningrad, infantry, airborne, T-34, advanced mech. All right. So that is going into Leningrad. And that's probably where I should have my marker. Task force marker. All right, so 2 advanced artillery will go here into Novosibirsk. I've got 2 upgrades. We're going to do 1 here in Transcaucasia. And the other one, I was planning on doing up north here. But I don't know if I can do it in a territory I just captured. You know what? I guess it doesn't matter where we'll do it here in Leningrad, because that was my backup spot. All right, so now that leaves us with 5 militia to place. We are putting 1 in Buryata, 1 in Azerbaijan, and 1 in Eastern Anatolia, and the other 2 are going here in Transcaucasia to face the Fury. There was going to be a couple more, but I got advanced artillery and had to make some budget cuts. So, and that's what happens when you cut the budget. All right, so let's look at some cash for Russia now. They still got their $3 for the cities. What do they have? They're at 34 now, so there's 25, 30, and $4. So that's going to give them 37 for next turn. So we lost a whole $10 on that round. That was painful. All right. We're going to try and get it back going forward. Let's look at a recap. No need to hang around if you're not interested in that. Amur has a militia. Briata has a militia. Irkutsk has a militia, cavalry, and infantry. Novosibirsk has 5 infantry, 2 advanced artillery, and 1 militia. There's a militia in Azerbaijan, Eastern Anatolia, Stalingrad, Kalmyskaya. Transcaucasia has 4 militia, 5 infantry. Crimea has an infantry. Taurida has 2 militia. Donetsk Kuban has a militia, 3 infantry, and an anti-aircraft gun. Oral Kursk has 2 infantry and an anti-aircraft gun. Tulipinski has 6 T-34s, 6 advanced mechs, I think that was 9 infantry, 1 light tank, 2 motorized. Moscow, 2 infantry, T-34 motorized, Katushka, and a medium bomber. Smolensk, 6 infantry, a tactical and a fighter. Southern Belarusia, 2 infantry. Paluchia, 1 infantry. Latvia, an infantry. Leningrad has 3 infantry, 1 airborne, 3 militia, 1 T-34, 1 advanced mech, 1 light tank, 2 motorized, 1 anti-aircraft gun, 2 fighters, 1 air transport, and 1 airborne infantry. I don't know if I said that. Viipuri, 3 infantry, 1 militia. Lapland, 1 airborne. Kola, a T-34 and an advanced mech. 2 subs in A8, and that is it. Nothing's changed there since the beginning of time. Although we did hit our recruitment last time. We didn't roll it. We forgot to roll it, but PBE was successful, so we do have another infantry there. Or do we want 2? This is going to be one of those silly battles where maybe I make it the second round if I put 2 militia. So we'll put 2 militia there. All right, so Catalonia is now 4 militia, 3 infantry, 1 fighter, 1 anti-aircraft gun. All right, that is it. Thanks for watching. Japan is up next, and the U.S. is in the war. Everyone's engaged. Should be good, good hunting from here on out.